Welcome to the 3-day transformation mini course. I'm Jules and I'm here to help you transform. I was 52 when I learned this material, so I know how difficult it can be to even think about transformation at any age because we're so hardwired with our belief systems, with our conscious mind, because we are 95% programmed by the time we're age 7. But everything in that programming is beliefs that we've had from childhood, communities, our schools, teachers, parents, the whole thing. We feel that our life is mapped out for us, that everything in that subconscious mind can be changed. Every single thing in there can be changed. So when people say, I can't change, I'm too old, I can't change, I'm too much this and I'm too much that, it's their choice. It's a choice. So if you decide that you want to take this 3-day free transformational challenge, you will do the work, you will guarantee results. And I am so excited to share this information with you because I've seen so many transformations with my clients using these techniques that it's doing the work. So before we start, I just want you to really think about what it is that you would love to achieve. Now, this is a 90-day goals, but this is a 3-day program. So everything in there, there's certain tasks that I would like you to do every day for 90 days. So we don't dream. We often are told to stop daydreaming at school. We get told off by our parents for daydreaming, looking out the window, and you should be doing this or this. So dreaming's not good, but dreaming is so powerful. It's so powerful. It's where we create from. It's where we create our future, our lives every day to day. What we're going to bed thinking about is usually what we're waking up thinking about and reliving the same things. So if you feel like you're stuck on a treadmill of the same programs, the same things, it's part of your programming. And all we need to do is kind of address it at source and say, right, okay, so it's like a disruptor. So we're disrupting it at source, and then we're saying, actually, we're not going to think this way anymore. We're going to think this way. And it's opening up a whole new neuron pathway in your brain that is going to give you the insights, the inclinations, the synchronizations, and motivation to do something about it. So it's all about your thought processor. So everything becomes a thought, then it becomes a feeling, and then it becomes an action or an emotion. And this is how we are programmed. So say, for instance, you've had some terrible news, or a bill comes in and it triggers this thought, and it's like, oh, I've had another bill. And then you let it become a feeling, and then the emotion. So this fear, this stress, this worry, this doubt floods your body. Your body is reacting to that time and time again because it understands that it's part of your programming. So say if you taught your body not to react to that. So it wasn't an emotional trigger. Your body would soon shift it to a different feeling. And then your awareness would be taken off it and you'd be creating a new pathway. I know that's a lot to take in right now, but stay with me on this 3-day journey. So this is day 1. So I'd like you first of all to get a pen and pad. You can pause this. Get a pen and pad, and this is going to be your transformation journal. So I'm going to give you a few prompts, but first of all, I want you to actually know what you want, because you probably haven't got a huge list of huge goals because you fear that that's unrealistic. But it's only unrealistic because our thought neuron patterns haven't allowed ourselves to daydream and go that big. What if you've always wanted to travel the world in a camper van and take a year out? Why not? What's stopping you from doing that? It's only because you haven't put the thoughts, the feelings, the actions to find out how you can make that possible. Have you also always wanted a second home in Spain, or something that it just feels too much out of reach, so you've stopped yourself from daydreaming and thinking about what you truly want? Is it better health? Is it you just want to feel better, but you're trapped in a series of thoughts, triggers, and emotions that are creating more ailments? Or it's a cycle, it's a program. And I'll teach you how to shift that on day 2. Is it like you want to get out of financial debt? You know, I've been there, so I get that. I was trapped in a cycle of financial debt, so I know that I've had to overcome my own emotions, and I will talk more about that in other courses. But it is something that I had to really work on to prevent the triggers and the emotions, and to learn how to switch that. And I'm over that now. This fear that used to wave over my body, I used a technique called MAP, which really helped me get over that. I'm now a MAP practitioner. And if you do want a one-to-one with me on something specific that you're struggling with, that's a repeat pattern and cycle, and you don't know how to break that cycle and that mold, then MAP sessions are super powerful. You can find more information in the description or on my website. So at the moment now, we just want to get you to have a think about what it is you want and really feel it. So let's close our eyes for a minute, and I just want you to think about, what would your next 90 days look like? What does success look like in 90 days? Is it a new job? Is it a new business? Would you always want to start a sideline, but the fear, which is again in your programming, is telling you, no, you can't do that. You have to, it's too dangerous. There's too much risk involved. Obviously you wouldn't do anything silly without doing research, but there's just to get you to fulfill those dreams, those goals, those ambitions. And we learn by errors anyway, but it's like, what's stopping you from taking steps, cautious steps if they have to be cautious steps, but what's stopping you? So the conscious mind shuts down when we fall asleep, and then our subconscious mind continues with pumping our blood through our bodies, our hearts beating, but this is where our programs are all kept. So your conscious mind stops working then, doesn't spring back again, because your subconscious mind's taking over. So going to bed at night and thinking about the things that you do want in your life is when your subconscious mind, you can start rewiring things as well. Again, it's a bit deep for this session, but this is what we will lead on to in other courses. So think about what it is you want. Is it better health? Is it a perfect partner? Is it a beautiful relationship? Is it better, like, do you want a house somewhere? Do you want to surround yourself with more positive people? Do you want to go on a training course or learn a new skill, but you've always been told that you're too old or too young, or it's not right for you, or whatever reasons? Dare to dream for 5 minutes. And I'm also going to give you a couple of extra prompts while you're doing that. So just write at the top of the paper your transformation journey, and I'm going to give you some other prompts here. So what would make you walk into a room glowing with confidence, knowing that you've done that one thing? Now this is a really thought-provoking, emotional type of question, but really feel that. How does that feel? How does it feel in your body? Feeling is a secret. Feeling is emotion that floods your body with the energy, because we're all energy. So imagine if you're flooding your body with a positive feeling of success, or I've made it, or oh my God, I've just created this, or I've got one step closer to my new business, or oh my God, I've just, meeting a beautiful partner. It's all the energy and the positive love vibration and frequency that you're raising yourself up as. This is why, although we can't think positive all the time, but by what we're saying to ourselves, our thoughts and feelings and actions, all are part of who we are and make us who we are as a human. So there's that question, and think about, so that it's about the feeling, it's about what does it look like, and just really delve into that. Okay, and then what I'd like you to do, if you get a chance tonight, Write a letter from your future self 90 days from now, congratulating yourself on what you've accomplished. This is such a powerful exercise. People don't do this enough. This is such a strong way of visualizing, because you are visualizing everything. We visualize negative outcomes all the time because our conscious mind is trying to keep us safe. But how about switching the negative and thinking, okay, let's not go down that avenue. Let's switch it and go down that avenue and think, wow, what if it did work out? How was that looking? How does that feel? How does it make me feel? And the energy in your body, you start even healing yourself when you talk about how good your health feels, how much more energy you have, how much more mental clarity you have. Really big yourself up, because this is your movie. This is your life. And so I am going to end it there. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments. I'm here and I look forward so much to seeing you tomorrow for another exciting episode. This is going to be about how to clear the block. We'll find out how to discover where we get the block and how to clear it in 10 minutes. Can't believe it. I'm so excited. I'm Jules and I will see you tomorrow. Have an amazing day.